Hey everybody, Norm from Tested here.
And you got Bill from Tested and Punished Props Academy.
I had to bring Bill down to help me assemble today. This is a dream model kit.
Yeah.
This, a lot of people don't know this exists recently, is an X-Wing, of course, but very rare Kotobukiya X-Wing that's also a cross-section.
That's pretty cool.
I think it was released in 2009 or 2010, kind of like that dark ages between the prequels release and the new trilogy. And I found out that this was put out there, no longer manufactured. If you keep an eye on auction sites, it does pop up, but it's pre-painted and comes in these 6 boxes. And you have a model kit that's ready to assemble that you can have expose all the internal parts of an X-Wing. You basically can build a diorama of an X-Wing under repair.
That's so cool. And I saw in the box it's a snap fit, so you just snap it together, I hope?
Yep, should be relatively simple. There are a couple different ways to potentially put this together with the S-foils up or down, and whether we want to reveal certain parts. I think we want to have as many of the internal pieces revealed as possible. Again, this is available on some auction sites. I found it for a great price. It's been one of those model kits I've been salivating over for years, and I'm so excited to be able to put this together with you, Bill.
R2.
So cool. We're gonna break open the boxes, show you exactly the individual pieces, and then get to assembly.
Great.
Breaking the seal, fellas. Look at that. Wow, looks good.
Like, this is very selective. Like this sort of stuff here, like these panels are not scorched, like they were replaced and then chipped. I'm feeling me impressed.
I knew this would be beautiful. The photos I'd seen of it show that it was pre-painted, but opening up the first 2 boxes, there's a lot of painting already done. It looks great.
The things that impress me are when you see, like, there's some heat scorching done, but these panels didn't get hit with that, which means they had to mask that somehow.
Yes.
And with production paint on things like this, masking is expensive.
Right, because you basically have an injection mold for the making of the plastic, but then also like metal masking devices that the pieces then get put in, and then they go over multiple passes. So every color pass is basically another set of tooling that you have to do. And look at this, some exposed internal engine of the wings here. You have detail on the bottom, and it's, oh,
look at that.
Wow. This is gonna be great. Now, looking at the instructions, they're actually, what's nice is that with every of these, one of these 6 boxes, it comes with a full set of instructions.
Yeah,
which makes
so I got my own.
For tag team building. And you can see in the instructions, you have options for whether you can use the shrouds or not use the shrouds, expose the hardware. We're gonna err on exposing the hardware. It's a cross-section model. It's made to show the inside. And of course, each of them has a little bit of figuring because it's supposed to be a diorama set. So I got a little technician here, rebel technician. You have a astromech there, looks like R2. But let's get to snapping these together.
Right. I'm gonna start with an early win and put R2 together. Cheeky little droid. A lot of gumption in this fella.
Look at this, Bill. Like right now, my engine, I have the choice to add the shroud on or not. I'm gonna leave that exposed.
Okay.
But on the bottom, this part, I'm gonna have to put this bottom plate on, but I'm actually already covering up detail.
Yeah.
Now you put detail in that you'll never, ever see.
Like Canada's motorcycle. All those parts I printed that we never see. So R2 is tiny, but he also has panels missing too. Look.
Wow.
He's got little exposed panels.
Yeah, this was a kit released by Kotobukiya, but they had produced it with the model making company Fine Molds, which still makes a lot of model kits today, but more traditional, like battleships, airplanes, not a lot of, some sci-fi stuff, but never another cross-section kit, which makes this really rare.
Okay, so for example, Norm, it looks like this panel goes in here, and there's one on either side, and then this goes on top of it. And it might be the case that when I snap it together, that's stuck there.
Yes.
And in this case, do you want that exposed or not? Because there's stuff in there.
Yeah, it's a really good question.
Yeah, we got to commit.
Let's leave it exposed.
Okay. On both sides? There's one on either side.
Ooh. Ooh.
This opens a world of possibilities.
Oh, this is an aesthetic decision.
I know.
Expose on one half and not on the other half? What do you think?
We could. I mean, in this story, it could be they're working on it. They've only worked on one half already. Yeah.
All right, let's do that.
Port or starboard?
Let me see. When looking at me, let's expose port.
Okay. Hey, man, give me a piggyback ride. Woo! Aww.
We're both building the wing shafts.
Yeah, and I was wondering why there's an engine up here and down here, but they're opposite so that you can have the S-foil open.
So they will interlock.
Yeah,
Oh.
but soon. Oh, I see how that's. Yeah, I did the same thing, and it's just really, really snug.
And then
may
there's,
have to
there's an up and down.
Yeah, I got this part figured out, but that other little doodad is really tight.
It's only 3 pieces.
It seems like that piece may need to be rotated in the right orientation.
The thing is, that piece is just hidden.
Yeah, of course.
So you can kind of crush it a little bit if you need to get the seams together. Okay. Whew. That was a little stressful.
The landing gear was really snug, but I got it in there. These 2 doors are an option. This one is the closed version.
Ah.
So if you were going to make it like it was flying, you would put this there and not put the landing gear on.
We like it open.
I think we're only going to use like half the parts.
This is gorgeous. Look at this cockpit right here with the pilot already here. Look, it even has the targeting computer. Stay on target, stay on target. So many layers of colors on here.
This chump needs a targeting computer.
Trust the
Luke did
force.
it with his eyes closed.
This kit is so awe-inspiring and also frustrating because you have this incredible detail, and yet you're stacking these pieces on top, and so you're gonna be covering it up.
But we know it's there.
And now you do too.
This is a similar thing here. Tons of stuff, but it's gonna get closed up. I think we probably have to have this part assembled. Or
Do we? Do we though?
Well, the nose cone has to stay on somehow, and I don't think it will without these pieces attached.
Is that the top or the bottom?
That's
the top.
That's the top.
Let's leave it exposed.
Leave it
if we can.
exposed? I'll see if I can figure out how to attach this without that then. There we go. Oh, cool, yeah. That just slides in there. We can leave this off if you want.
I do want.
This is like a, this isn't part of the X-Wing. This is like a little car.
Yeah, it's like
It's got wheels on the bottom. So our little friend can hang out on there. Maybe this guy's driving. Yeah. And he's got all the extra parts. Little tank of things. Hey, I got the that engine cover you ordered.
Bill,
Yeah.
I'm tempted not to put this guy in
Why not? It's a cockpit.
because it looks so cool.
Oh, all the
exposed
torpedoes
like
are
that.
down there.
Yeah.
Well, you have more that you could just like leave near him. Does he is he secured in there?
He is
doesn't come out?
secured. Yeah.
Because it wouldn't make sense if this was in the hangar. It wouldn't make sense to have a pilot sitting in there.
It's true.
Right?
It's true. But he is.
But he doesn't come out. Maybe they go the other way. Oh, it looks better. Yeah, they're just sort of friction fit in there. I'm gonna alternate them. Yeah.
All the sub-assemblies are completed. Time for the X-Wing to come together.
Yep.
Where do we start?
Looks like wings.
All right. So the main, everything kind of goes around this axis right here, right? And we plug our wings into them. So let's get our orientation correct. I believe, talking about, this is the front, and that's the front as well.
And then that slides in that way.
Yes, like so, like that.
Like an X.
Yep. We slide it first?
I don't think it gets locked together when we put it inside the body, so I think it can be slid together.
Oh, no.
Nope, it's
Opposite.
upside down. Couple of pros here. Let's just flip that around. And at least it was very obvious that it was wrong. There we go. And it probably makes sense for this that it's not in the attack position. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Let me hand you some wings. Remember, we want the exposed pieces. Here are your exposed pieces on this side, and the non-exposed ones on this side.
When I was a wee lad, and we went to the Air and Space Museum, I got an X-Wing model kit, and it was definitely, we might have the wrong sides here, Norm. This doesn't look like it wants to fit here. But anyway, I got a model kit of an X-Wing when I was little, but it was a glue together one. And man, I made a mess of that. It was more glue than X-Wing. Okay, this one fits. There we go.
Good solid snap.
But I think this one is meant to be over there.
You sure? It's
See, we got.
no, it's Keith.
Oh, no, I think you might be right. Oh, yeah, there it goes.
I'll let you push on your side.
Sure. Yeah, there it is. Perfect. Yeah, and the main thing, I know growing up as a kid, the main thing that vexed me was the canopy. If you had to put glue anywhere near that thing, super glue near that thing, just be super cloudy. I didn't understand using a subtle, tiny amount of super glue.
Time to put the main body on.
Yeah, I took the back portion off so that it can slide on there, and then we'll cap it. And then this part goes there. I think. There we go. That fits in there.
Let's make sure this goes in. There.
Nice.
And then we have the nose. There it goes, yeah. All the way in? Should be.
There it is.
A little nerve-wracking right there. And then,
I could not imagine what it takes to design a kit like this.
wow, that looks super cool.
Yeah, it does.
I'm gonna put this canopy on top. And we have our hangar deck here.
Yeah.
And our X-Wing right here.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
This is super cool. Now, there are a bunch of other pieces, so let's check out what we got here. Start with maybe some of the bigger pieces.
Sure. This this guy could be carrying something. He could. I figured it could be like a simulator, like a little X-Wing training simulator. Or maybe he's got all these boxes on there. Some of the parts make sense because they're panels that might be separate, and some of the parts are extra, like the ones that are alternate versions. So those, it wouldn't make sense to put those out there because the doors for the landing gear are open. These are meant to be lights, I think, shining. Actually, how cool would it be if these had LEDs in them? Man.
They even have a technician on a ladder.
What? And it's like this guy's loading it. Whatever that is. More lights and all kinds of boxes. Oh, look at this. He's got his helmet and he can sit like there with the helmet under his hand.
Phil, this is so much fun.
Yeah, this is great.
I can't believe this kit even existed. And it's such an amazing kit, so beautiful. I wish that Kotobukiya Fine Molds would resume production and re-release this because this is a real treat. And thank you for helping me assemble.
You are welcome.
Dream models out there. I hope you out there get a chance to appreciate some of the finer details of this. We'll have more build projects in the future. So stay tuned on Tested, subscribe, like the video, and otherwise we'll see you next time.